Welcome to day 2 design challenge design application. I promise I will be uploading here on YouTube. I've done a code for you which I've included a link in the video description, so you can check the link for the first design application in the video description. In this video I will be replicating this design. It's the design from a DESIGN-ATHON design challenge, where the design challenge is holding for the next 21 days. This is day 2, so like that I'll be uploading the video continuously for till day 21. So this is the design we'll be replicating for today. This is the design we'll be replicating today. All the resources that will be used in this video will be, the link to download will be in the video description, so you can easily download using the link in the video description. So let's start. As you can see, the design is a normal, is the default Pixellab size, so you don't need to change the size of your Pixellab. So the next thing is to change the background color. So I'm going to be changing my background color. We need to change the background color to the color of the design, and we will be using the design. I will be selecting the color from the design, so I will have to click on this plus icon, click on this color picker, then I will select the color from the design like this. So just like that, the color has changed. So you can see beneath here we have the square, the big let me say rectangular shape. So for that, I move to shape, select shape, then resize it, then change the color. To change the color, I will have to click on this plus icon, click on the color picker, then select the color from the design. So just like this, you can see the color has changed. So now to the next thing, I will have to draw some looking at this side, you can see this service over beneath it is a square, or let me say rectangular shape, whatever. So you can see that, so we'll have to draw that shape. So moving on to shape, here you click on shape, increase the radius a little bit to make the shape, to make the edges, to make it curve, not to have sharp edges. So from there you move on to opacity, reduce opacity, then slide down, increase the stroke with it, then you can resize it a little bit, and then we'll place it here. So just like that, the shape is drawn. Looking inside the shape, that has just been created, you can see there are some black curved shape as well, where the text is written on. So go to shape, increase the radius a little bit, then you can resize it. You can resize it to the smallest, to how it looks. Then we'll place it inside like this. So this is going to be black, so you can change the color to black color. So you can see this is for, instead of creating, so I will just have to copy this, place it beneath, copy it again, place it beneath, copy it again, I will copy it again, place it beneath it. So this we want there should be alignment. So I will have my grid line here, then use my grid line for better alignment to make sure the shapes is aligned well. Or better still, instead of doing that, let's bring this to the middle. This the first shape we created, we'll move this to the middle to make sure it is at the center. So this as well, move it to the middle. This as well, move it to the middle. This as well, move it to the middle, and this are the middle as well. So we have to close it. You can see the spacing is not too much, so we have to close in. As for this as well, we have to close in, and this as well, we have to close in the space a little bit. So just like this. So I'm just going to click on this here, select everything together to move it at once. Click here, then use the relative position, which is this one, the moving icon, the moving tool. So I will just use it to move it to the edge like this. So just like this, this has been moved to the edge, just like that. So let's lock all this to the screen interface. Moving on this design, you can see we have some resources, some other resources. On these blue shape, we have a shape as well. So let's create the shape. So just like we've created the shape earlier, increase the radius, then reduce the opacity, move to stroke with it, increase the stroke with it, then you change the color to white. You change the color of the stroke, you change it to white. So we have this here. So make sure it is on the same alignment as this. Make sure this is aligned with this. So make sure it is on the same alignment as that. and at the same time we have the name of the company which owns this flyer. We have it beside it. So let's import or first let's create the test. So starting here, we start with test. So the name of the company is 𝗔𝗪𝗏𝗏. So create the test, 𝗔𝗪𝗏𝗏. So we have to change the font. The font for this is the font used in this design is 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏. So let's use 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 for this. Change the color to white and then move it down. I'm going to reduce the size of this. So let's make sure this is on the same alignment here. You make sure it is on the same alignment here. Alignment is very important in your design, so you make sure it is on the same alignment. Moving on, under 𝗔𝗪𝗏𝗏 we have finance. So create another text, finance. Change the font, 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 semi-bold or 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Change the color to white and then reduce the size. Bring it down below the name, the 𝗔𝗪𝗏𝗏. So bring the name down. Then the company logo. So the company logo was not provided. It's not provided for this challenge, so you can just use any logo. I will put in the logo I would use in this video. I will put it in the video description. So I will have to import the logo from a gallery. So reduce the size of this and then bring it beside. Let it be beside the company name, just as it's available on the design. So let's bring this down a little bit. So just like this. So you can see on top here we have other tests like 𝗪𝗔𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So the 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So we change the font for this font. Yeah, font. So the font for this is 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 or 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Yeah. Then the column here. So you just change the color. The color is the blue color which are selected there. So this is the color. The blue color for this shape beneath here. So that is the color. So I will just have to reduce the size. Then place it on top of the shape here. So it does like this. So moving on here, we have another text here, need cache fast. So to create that, need cache fast. Change the font. The font for this is 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Let's try 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 for this. Change the color to this blue, the color used for the shape. It is written in small letter, sorry. So just like this, increase the size. Let's change the font, 𝗪𝗲𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, extra bold. Let's use extra bold. Okay, so with this, reduce the spacing in between the text. Then place it here. And beneath it is another text which is 𝗪𝗔𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So another text. to secure loan. Then there is an apostrophe for the text. So we'll move on to this. Change the font. The font for the car owners is different from the font used for use vehicle to secure a loan. So move to font, then change this, drag this like this, then select the font for this, 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏 bold for this, then use 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏 regular for this, 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏 medium for this. So just like this. So change the font, change the color. The color for this is this blue color. So this is the color for this, and reduce the size. Then place it beneath here. Place it beneath here. So moving forward on the design, we have some other text. We have some other text here on top of this black. On top of this black shape. If you look clearly on the black shape, there is something like white. So to create that white, just copy one of the shapes here. Change the color to white. And move to crop. Then crop out, cut it to half. Then place it carefully. Make sure it aligns well. Place it carefully. And reduce the opacity. So just like that, you copy it for all other shapes. So you copy it for all other shapes. So just like that. Then looking at this, you can see we have some text on it. But before we move to text, you can see there are some circles. So let's create the circles. Then change the color to the background color. Then place it on the shape. So instead of repeating the same process, just copy the circle, then move it for the second one. Make sure it is on the same alignment. Copy this and move this on top of this. Copy this again and put it on top of the last shape. So you can see all the shapes are on the same alignment. So let's reduce the size one by one. So all the circles are on the same alignment. Now moving on to the text. The text is instant cash loans for the first one. Instant cash loans. Then we move on to the font. Change the font. The font for this, use 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏 regular or 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏 medium. Let's check out for 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏 medium. Change the color. Then reduce the size. And then let's move it onto the shape. Copy this instead of breaking text, changing the font. So let's just copy this. And the second text is use your car as a collateral. Then remove this. You have to reduce this a little bit. The size for this is 13, so we have to reduce the size for the one on the upper hand as well to 13. So this as well, you have to reduce this to 13. So now just copy this, then change it. No credit checks. And the last test is flexible repayment options. Closing the spacing between these tests a little bit. Then let's drag in all the tests. It's not at the center of the shapes enough, so we just have to select everything together with the text and the circle, and bring it down a little bit and drag it here like this. So just like that, we've created all the tests on this design. I believe we've done that. To the font, this has been destructed. So just like this, the contact are the remaining text on this. So to create the contact, all these icons are available. The link to download them will be in the video description. So this for website, it is having background, so just move to erase color, then enable this, then the white color will be automatically erased away. Then change the color to the color of the background. And then just bring it here. Moving on is the call icon, so that is also available. Remove the background just as we've done earlier, then change the color to the background color. So this is another test, so just click on the test icon, www.jdamyfinance.com, jdamyfinance.com. Then change the font, the color to white, and then reduce the size. Then bring it inside the box here. So you just copy this to create the contact. So the contact is +264 +264 965. Then you bring down the contact beside let's drag this a little bit. So just like this, then we have to import. The next thing is to import all the cars, both the cars and the cache and the cache image. So this is the first car. So just place this here. So this is the first car, and the second car as well. So you can see the direction the second car is facing. So just turn it around like this, then increase the size, and then place it in front of this. So just like this. So just like that, you can see how it is being placed on top on the design that is being replicated. So you can see how it is being placed. So you make sure this is design application. We are not creating a new design. So you make sure everything you create follows what you are replicating, looks exactly like what is being replicated. I'm sorry, all this thing is just moving. So just like this. So you can see just like this. The next thing is to import all the cache images. So let's lock all this to the screen interface to avoid moving other resources. So as you can see, the car is imported. You just have to bring the car images below a little bit. So just like this. Then the next thing is to bring in the cache images. So from gallery, we have this cache. There is the cache here. Yeah, another cache. Import another cache. There is another one here. Remember, we are replicating a design, so it must look exactly like the design that is being replicated. So another cache is here in front of the car. And then this cache is here. We have a cache here. Moving on we have other resources like the shade. So all this is also available. We have the shade here and a mark icon on it. So here, so you can see all these other colors. Just move to erase color, enable it, then use the color picker to select the exact color we want to remove, and then reduce the size. Then place it on top of this. Then if you look at this, you will see something like red, which is not available on the car. So to create that, just move to shape. With this, change the radius to circle, change it to circle. With this, the opacity, increase the stroke width to 32, close the shape, then increase the blur radius to its maximum level. And then change the color to red. So just like this, we'll place this here, just as it is available on the design. Then reduce the opacity, copy it again for the other side, copy this again, change it to white color, then place it here. Let's increase the opacity for this a little bit. So that is just how all this is available on the design. So for this, For this test, 𝗪𝗧𝗧 is not looking exactly. It is not looking exactly like the test. So let's try and look for the font that will fit in for this. Let's try 𝗧𝗲𝗹𝗲𝗵. Remember the test for the 𝗪𝗧𝗧, and this is not the same. So you can see, even if this is not looking 100% just like the design that is to be replicated, I believe this is looking something similar to the design that is to be replicated. So please, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. I will attend to it. Don't hesitate to drop any of your question in the comment section. I will attend to it. Please, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube channel. So just to save your design, click on the save icon here. Let's delete this. So you can see we've replicated this. Just click on the save icon here, then save as image. Make sure to change this image format to PNG and change this to Ultra, then save to gallery to have an high standard resolution. Saving your design like this, you have an high standard resolution. Don't forget to like, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.